Hello everyone. The readily shared quote on productivity by me would always be what Mr. Abraham Lincoln has once said. If I have 6 hours to chop down a tree, I would use the first four to sharpen the axe. Well, Mr. Lincoln pretty much focused on how we get a job done rather than spending a lot of time on a particular job. Well, it is not how long we do a job, rather, how we get the results delivered, what kind of quality parameter your results comply with, what kind of value add your results provide to your team members and to your superiors matter a lot. These days, there are some eminent AI tools that definitely increase the productivity. You may be a student in a school or college, you may be a research scholar, you may be a professor, you may even be a manager in any of the service sector industries. There are four AI tools that would enhance your productivity real quick. In this tutorial, we're going to have hands-on demo on each of these four tools. They are Google AI Studio, Google Notebook LM, Qwen, and Gamma.
Hello, friends. The very first AI productivity tool for students, research scholars, professors, and managers that I would like to give a walkthrough on is Google Notebook LM. Before I would proceed with this demo, I would like to quickly inform that I'd already logged on using one of our company's email IDs, specifically used to explore various resources and tools. This is projects.jubatis. So I would enter Google Notebook LM, press enter key. Let's go to the particular link. Okay. So in the URL, it is very predominantly given that Google Notebook LM would understand anything, and it is a research and thinking partner grounded in the information that we trust, built with latest Gemini models. Well, in short, Notebook LM is an AI powered research partner. Okay, whenever one has a need to shift through data to process voluminous data, Notebook LM can be a profound tool that can really make our lives very easier. So, as it is the case with any other AI tool, Google Notebook LM also has two classifications with regard to the usage. One is under free tier usage, the next one would be under paid subscription or usage model. Once a person becomes a paid user, Google Workspace and other features would be made available to those users. As we are exploring with the free tier option, I insist again that we are meticulously exercising care with regard to the Gmail ID with which we'll be logging onto it. I'm clicking on the button Try Notebook LM. Once we click, if we have not already logged in, it'll ask us to log into any one of the registered Gmail IDs. I again reiterate, please give the particular email ID which is not official, and by being a research scholar, you actually are not logging in with your email ID given at your respective school, or the particular email ID with which you communicate with your supervisors or submit papers. I'm pretty sure that any professor would be quite careful to have multiple email IDs, and this email ID must necessarily be something which you would simply use to explore or to just get the hang of what different AI tools are. So once we log in, already Notebook LM has predetermined notebooks under various categories. All the shown up. You can explore further by clicking on see all options also, but that is not something that we would like to do. We would like to have our own notebook, correct? Okay, so all we could create a new notebook by going to the option create new notebook. As of now, Google Notebook LM supports around 80 languages. Many of the regional Indian languages are also supported. So I'm clicking create new. As I elaborately said that Google Notebook LM is a AI powered research and thinking partner that could be quite handy for various categories of users. So what kind of window is this one? This particular window or dialog box is a place where, by being a student, by being a research scholar, professor, or manager, I would be entering or providing the details for various or heterogeneous source documents. For example, I can attach a particular PDF, PPT, or any Google Sheet right across from the Google Drive of this particular email ID with which we have logged in. Or if you do not have any file already made available on the Google Drive, we can provide any YouTube link. For example, in this demonstration, we'll talk about something called as model ops. So I have created casually a presentation almost a year ago. I just gave a quick intro in one of the Indian regional languages. So I'm giving the URL. The language is Tamil. I would like to emphasize the power of Notebook LM and its versatility. That's why categorically and more specifically, I'm giving a resource in Tamil language. So I would like to enter this URL that has some notes. Okay, so insert. Okay, all right. I don't know whether you had noticed until this particular source YouTube link was provided, this one was untitled notebook. It was not named or saved with any default name. But the moment I gave the YouTube URL, the particular video runs into one of the regional languages in India. So quickly, Notebook LM was smart enough to understand what the presentation talks about, and it has chosen the title on its own, MLOps and Model Drift in Machine Learning. Even though the content is in Tamil language, let me help you hear the presentation for about few seconds.
இந்த பதிவுல மிஷின் லேர்னிங், எம்எல் ஆப்ஸ் மற்றும் மாடல் ஆப்ஸ் ஆகிய இந்த மூன்று தலைப்புல ஒரு சிறிய இன்ட்ரோடக்ஷனை தான் பார்க்க போறோம்.
Okay, so even though the presentation has been made in Tamil, it could readily do the conversion, language conversion, translate it, and keep the gist ready. So this is from one particular source, but I would like to expand my source. So I have clicked on add, and I would like to provide some website link. I prefer providing Wikipedia. Okay, so I'm providing this link. I would say insert. Okay, now what happens is these two sources have got amalgamated. So the particular text would have references made to both these sources. It is just not enough for me. I would like to add some more, PDF document. So what I could do is I could upload the source or drag and drop, or I could drag and drop. So there is one window. I'm dragging a PDF document, or I can manually choose as well. So this PDF document is also now getting aggregated along with the existing two sources. As I had already insisted, this PDF document is also in one of the regional languages called Tamil. But quickly, Google Notebook is able to put all these together and form a grounded truth. What do I mean by grounded source or grounded truth? Whenever we would be typing any query, you can follow the mouse pointer. I'm now typing as what is model ops. If I would enter the answer for this particular prompt, or for this particular query is only fetched from all these three sources combined. So the ground source or the miniature database would be this one, data source would be this one. Most of the time, or almost all of the time, NotebookLM only fetches the answer from the aggregated data made available from these three sources. I'm pressing enter, or I can just press go. What is model ops is my prompt. Okay, it would fetch. So by combining all these three, okay, an answer is fetched. Almost all the times answers would only be fetched here if there is a grounded source with which the Google Notebook LM can support its answer. Okay, so in this way, a student who may have to prepare for examination on a particular unit or topic or a syllabus, they could simply make use of multiple sources here, and then once all these are aggregated, they can pass the queries in terms of the unit separation or in terms of the important questions. In this way, it will be very helpful for the students. If it is going to be somebody that is preparing for a competitive exam, it could be a note that they have taken as a Word document and have been maintaining for quite some time, or it could be multiple YouTube presentations that would have ocean of information, or it could be any other category of documents. All these things can be put together and they could readily retrieve information by simply querying it. Fine, that's not the end of it. If I would like to have a mind map created which I could use for sharper recollection or quicker retrieval, or just prior to the examination I want to quickly refresh my knowledge, this mind map will be very helpful for students and research scholars. For professors, it will be really helpful for preparing for the class, or giving some handout to the students. Let me click on this particular option here. Please be reminded that the more the source document, the more voluminous it is, it might take extra time for generating the mind map or any other provisions that we will be eventually seeing. As of now, I am clicking mind map. Okay, so based on three sources, it is creating a mind map now. Okay, now it's almost 3 or 4 seconds. Now it is ready. The title is already been given by Notebook LM itself. I'm clicking on it. You can see that the major category or heading is model operations. Okay, whenever we have this symbol, that means I would in I would in other words say greater than symbol. That means there are more subtopics involved. Okay, there is also some other greater than symbols shown. I would further click it to expand, but these are like terminal, right? We do not find the greater than symbol or pointer. That means that's the end of it. So there are only 4 levels for this category: model operations, model ops process or life cycle, then the major headings, and then the subheadings, right? Similarly, you can keep on expanding other sections or subtopics. In this way, it will be very easy for somebody to have a linear a retrieval, information retrieval method. Not just that, okay, once you would expand another thing, you could download this for your easy usage. By default, it is getting downloaded as a png document. I can go here, I can see this, open it in photos, but only thing is, once you download it, uh, you may not be able to further expand it, right? You may not get that greater than symbol. So that's this is because this is a static image that's getting downloaded. You may have to remember that the more the number of sources, the lengthier would be, the deeper would be the mind map. It's simply agreeable. So we got to be knowing this. In this way, Google Notebook LM would help me. Then I would like to collapse this. Apart from generating mind maps real quick, what else it could help me with? If I would like to make sure that all these sources are aggregated and it is readily available as a podcast. You can click on this, and depending on the the size of the sources attached, it might take extra a minute or so, or extra seconds to generate audio preview. What is that I'm more interested in? I would like to just create a video overview, not just mind map. One could also have an audio overview created. Using an audio overview, it'll be easy for somebody to prepare for the exam while on the go, or whether somebody is traveling. It'll be easy for the person to prepare well ahead of the exam. So this would be like a kind of podcast audio overview. Okay, if the source documents attached are huge, then it might take more time, and the size of the audio overview resource would also be larger. What I would like to focus here is video overview. This will be like an explainer video. It can go up to around 8 to 10 minutes time. Okay, I have clicked it. It would take some time, so you can see that it's getting processed, generating video overview. It'll be an explainer video. The title of the video and also the duration is strictly controlled by a notebook LM. Usually it would range anywhere from about what 7 minutes to 12 minutes. It depends on the voluminous sources, as I'd already said. So by the time it generates, we could quickly recap what Google Notebook LM is, and what kind of proposition, what kind of value proposition it offers to us whenever a student has to prepare for examination. It could be a competitive examination, it could be his undergrad or her undergrad examination. So by combining multiple sources, one could really use this for exam preparation, seminar preparation, or making any presentation real quick. Okay, once the grounded sources are made available, this would be like a miniature data source from which we could query. So almost all of the time, whenever there is a prompt or query given, the answer is only fetched from these combined sources. Okay, based on this combined sources, out of the 80 allowed languages, the notebook LM can create an audio overview in the chosen language. Similarly, depending on the chosen language that is made available in settings. Okay, if you want to change the language, you can go to the settings and choose output language, and you can choose any of the language that are supported here. So once you do it, from the next iteration onwards, any resource, for example, it could be mind map, it could be audio overview, or it could be video overview, it will be in that particular language. I do not want to disturb the English language as of now, so I'm just leaving it intact. So apart from helping me with the responses of the queries, it'll also help me generate an audio overview which I could listen to when I am traveling or commuting to work or college or school. I could also create an explainer video overview. It'll be like 8 minutes. Imagine in the typical semester system that there are multiple units. I could have one explainer video for each of the module, or each of the unit. In this way, for 5 modules, I could have 5 explainer videos without much stress, without much hype. I could listen to each of the explainer video. I could listen to each of the explainer videos and prepare well for the exam. Okay, what would be other features? You can prepare a flashcard also, which you could use for revision. It could be used for recalling all the right answers. So flashcard can be generated. Then based on the grounded source, okay, this is what we call as grounded source. We can also create a quiz. So it will be very helpful for teachers to revise the lessons, or quickly ask students for better engagement during the classes. So friends, the video generation part will take another few minutes. Okay, so that's about notebook LM part of it. If you want to rename this workbook, you can also rename it. For example, I would like to suffix the date on which I'm creating it. You can just create it, so that the next day I can have another version created. So you can use space or underscore. That is also available. It gets saved. Okay, right? So the next day when you would open, you can additionally also add another source with the existing three sources. That's also possible, for us. Okay, with that, we will do a pass with Google Notebook LM. After some time we will get back to this to take a look at the kind of explainer video that Notebook LM would have created. Okay. All right, guys, let's now go to the second tool that I wanted to walk you all through, which is also from Google stable. It is called as Google AI Studio. Okay. So, or for a novice level user, you might think that both Notebook LM and Google AI Studio have a repetitive feature, but that is not the case. Using Google Notebook LM, you cannot be readily creating or generating any images, but with Google AI Studio, you can. Good. So, when we are trying to log into Google AI Studio, it checks with us whether we want to try Gemini, or do you want to create a model, develop a model by being a machine learning developer or AI developer to create a model. But our mission is to just check, right? So we are just using to try Gemini. So just click on try model. Okay. So as I'd already logged in, okay, Google AI Studio is actually using the same credential, same access level that has already been granted for Google Notebook. So you can find that email ID here. Similarly, whatever email ID with which you would have logged in already with Google Notebook LM, this should be shown over here. Okay, so you got to be doubly careful. Good then. So out of the several notable features of Google AI Studio, Nano Banana model is very good. By just typing some text, you could generate an image. Right, gone are those days where you could go to various resources where royalty-free images can be searched, downloaded, and whether giving the attribution or not, you could use it for various purposes, including commercial. Now it is time for us to generate an image by simply giving a text query. So what I want to do now, need car manufacturing assembly line image. Okay, so you can just press run. Okay, it took about what 4 to 5 seconds time. It also depends on how high end your laptop is, and how it is not already been heavily loaded with other gaming and other softwares. It generates almost instantly, right? What we need to remember is, okay, even the free tier usage has certain token limits. Okay, so for the signed up email ID, there are some token levels, right? So token usage 1313 out of what is being granted to me 32768, right? So we have to be very careful, uh, uh, because once the tokens are exhausted, we might have restrictions. Okay, so with regard to this image, by just giving a prompt, need car manufacturing assembly line image, I got this. I can download it. I can use it in any deck creation AI powered slider tool as well. Okay, like this, we could go on and create our own image. Remember, I would like to do a quick comparison with ChatGPT's free tier user category. We are not, at least I'm not able to generate images, or even though the image is claimed to have got generated, I'm not able to download it. I hope many of you, or almost all of you, would have the same experience if you have logged on in free user model, that ChatGPT free user classification. So Google AI Studio helps us to generate images almost momentarily. That is one significant advantage. Okay, apart from that, okay, we have, I would say, an eye-opening usage of Google AI Studio, where we can click on the stream mode. Okay, we could either converse with Google. Instead of typing the prompt, we can converse and depute or request Google to fetch us information. It can talk back to us. We could have a video call done as though I would be talking to one of my buddies or professors using webcam, okay, devices, webcam, or as I am doing some work. For example, earlier we were doing something on model ops. We could share our respective screen, and then we would seek help on a particular paragraph. Okay, for example, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, choose the entire screen. Okay, choose the entire screen. Okay, hey Google.
Hello.
Okay, can you see my screen? Hey Google, what is on my screen now?
You are looking at a Google search results page for Tanjore Big Temple. The main result is for the Bradadiswara Temple in Thanjavur, Tamil Nadu.
Okay, Tanja or Tamil Nadu. I really, appreciate the pronunciation. You almost sound like an Indian. All right, what kind of information do you have on the history of this particular temple?
The Brihadeswarar temple was built during the reign of Raja Raja Chola I and is renowned for its impressive size,
Mhm.
particularly the main structure and its tall vimana, and also for its intricate carvings and sculptures. It is considered an important example of Chola architecture. Is there anything specific you'd like to know about its history?
Okay, is Chola architecture otherwise known as Dravidian structure as well? Or what is this Dravidian structure? What has it got to do with the big temple?
Yes, Chola architecture is considered a prominent style within the broader Dravidian architectural style. Dravidian architecture is characterized by its tiered structures, gopurams or temple gateways, and intricate carvings, all of which are visible in the Brihadeswarar temple.
Okay. Besides this Brihadishwara temple in the state of Tamil Nadu in India, there is one more temple in a place called Sri Velibuthur for one of the deities, Andal temple. So, what do you know about the temple?
The Andal temple in Srivilliputtur is dedicated to the deity Andal. It's famous for its historical significance and architectural beauty, particularly its very tall gopuram. It is one of the 108 Divya Desams, which are sacred temples of Vishnu in the Vaishnava tradition. Are you interested in learning more about its architecture or history?
No, Google. I presume that this is exactly the temple or the structure which is used in the official emblem of Tamil Nadu government in the official documents. Am I correct?
The Gopuram, or temple tower, of the Andal temple in Srivilliputtur is indeed the one used in the official emblem of the government of Tamil Nadu. Is there anything else about these temples or Tamil Nadu history you'd like to know?
Okay, but does this Sri Veliputhur Andal deities temple also fall under Dravidian structure?
Yes, the Andal temple in Srivilliputtur is also an example of Dravidian architecture, showcasing the style's characteristic features like the towering gopuram and intricate carvings. Would you like to know more about the differences between Chola architecture and the broader Dravidian style?
No, Google. Thanks a lot for helping me here. All the information that you furnished is quite handy. Let me ask you, how is my com skills? Okay, is it okay? Are you able to understand my English?
Your communication was clear and easy to understand. I was able to follow the conversation perfectly. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, Google. Thanks a lot. You have a good one.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, after having greeted Google, I had terminated the screen sharing, but still there is a possibility that Google is listening. Okay, you can see the microphone. Okay, there is some kind of dynamism. So still it's receiving the audio input. So the best way to terminate the screen sharing session would be to refresh. I'm going there to the refresh button, refresh it. Once it is done, the screen sharing is completely terminated. Well, friends, in this way, if you are a student preparing for an examination in the middle of, by being in a window or by being in a YouTube or by being in a PDF document, trying to explore an imagery, you don't have to, shuttle between Notebook LM or, any other window. You can be there in Google AI Studio. You could, share your screen and talk to Google as though you'd be talking to one of your buddies or your professors, so you could get answers readily. This will be immensely helpful for those students or those aspirants who are preparing for some competitive examination. They can have a deeper knowledge search based on one particular topic, right? Occasionally they can toggle between sharing the or pulling up certain images, asking Google what it is, or asking Google to associate it with the previous information. It will provide all this information. So the conversational AI will be very useful for somebody that does not prefer to type prompts and just to retrieve text-based information. Imagine all this are for free. So you could also change the language with which you'll be conversing with Google. If you are a native speaker of Tamil language, you could pass those queries in Tamil, Malayalam, Hindi, Gujarati, Telugu, or any other language, right? I cannot just name all the Indian languages. In this way, Google AI Studio would be of prominent help for students, research scholars, professors, and managers. A manager that has to do a quick presentation on something, so they could easily pull up information or gather information about any particular subject by using Google AI Studio. Let's now jump on to the next AI productivity tool, which is Gamma. But before doing so, let us properly log off from Google AI Studio, because Google AI Studio, among the four AI productivity tools, it consumes computational resources, be it the processor or RAM. Everything is intensely consumed. So I'm signing off properly. I'm sure computer science teachers would endorse my view here. So this step of properly signing out of Google AI Studio would release certain resources that were prioritized for Google AI Studio. Okay, so let's now hop back to our notebook LM to check whether the video got generated. I think the video got generated. You can see the title, Model Ops from Chaos to Control, right? Let's play it. Okay, it's still processing. Maybe it needs a little more time, which we would give to it. Let's go to the next tool. Okay, friends, still remember, I have not logged on completely, so I would go to the next tool called Gamma. Okay, so whether it is a school student or undergrad, postgrad student, or research scholar, we may have to do presentations real quick on a particular topic. So is there a tool that is widely used? Gamma tops the list of AI generated presentations. So let's log in. Okay, we could log in with Google, any of the Gmail ID. So this is the email ID that we have been using on other tools. I am using the same thing. Okay, it asks for the password. Okay, so what is quite special about this Gamma tool? Okay, you actually are under time crunch and you need to create presentations real quick. So go to create new presentation. We can tap the power of AI to generate presentations. If there is a topic given to us by our colleagues or superiors with which we may have to go about making a presentation, we can just go and type the particular prompt. Okay. It need not be a flawless prompt. For example, need a deck on model ops. Okay, just 4 phrases. Need a deck on model ops. How many slides should it have? I would restrict it to what, 5. Okay, just say generate outline. Okay, it creates the textual outline. It kind of provides us a preview. If we need to uh, add more or less, okay, we could do it. If you want to add one more card, we can also do that. Okay, excellent. So once it is done, generated, once it is shown, we can generate. So it would hardly take about a minute for me to create a presentation on the given topic. Or I could also tweak the content by providing it manually as well. Okay, the design, the flow, everything can be controlled by us. But if you could give the full control to Gamma, Gamma does a nice job. Excellent. So you can go back to prompt to tweak it, or you could just do it. By being a free user, I can share it with any of my buddies. In this way, team collaboration is ensured, or I can share it with others so that they would also contribute. Right. In this way, Gamma would help the student, the research scholar or professor. Imagine I may have to quickly, give a presentation to students. I don't have time for it. I can take the help of Gamma to come up with the presentation. I can do that, or I would create the outline and I can share with the student groups, which they can fine tune also. That is also possible. Then last minute presentation by a manager, he is okay, and he or she has got the content already known, but he just wants to give introduction to the particular responsibility for the new recruits. He may have to explain, or she may have to explain the process that the company has been following, but the general orientation on sales process or sales cycle, okay, that he could not or she could not prepare due to time constraints. He or she can pretty much make use of Gamma AI to generate the generic sales life cycle. So in this way, it will be making the life of a student, a research scholar, a professor or manager quite easier. Okay. All right, friends, let's move to the fourth AI productivity tool. Okay. All right, so let's go and see. Still, the explainer video is processing. Okay, let's go back to the search bar and type Qwen. Qwen, Qwen. Okay, for many of you, this would be the first time that you're coming across this. What is this Qwen after all? Okay, Qwen is the perfect competitor for ChatGPT. The only difference is from which country it originates. Qwen is from China. Okay, it is from one of the well-known business group. I kind of give you a homework task. I want you to go find who's behind, which Chinese company is behind Qwen. Okay, I want you to search on your own. Before logging on to Qwen, we can also choose a model with which we would like to work. But let's go ahead and log in. Some of you may be wondering, what? Is this also a Chinese company? Is it not that TikTok got banned? Some time ago in India. Is it even okay? If you are such a person, let me tell you, before almost a week ago, after 5 years of gap, there has been a flight services resumed from New Delhi to China. From India and China, the air services got resumed after 5 years gap. Therefore, there is nothing wrong in you, working with any of the tools like Gwen. As I said already, be it the free user version of ChatGPT, or even many of the Google AI tools, the free users prompts and test data would be used for fine tuning their paid version model, AI models. So there is nothing to worry about it. But let me give you a general caution: whether it is Qwen or Gamma or any other Google AI tool, do not be using sensitive data. For example, you may have your portfolio. It could be debentures. It could be, investments on in a share market. You cannot be divulging all sensitive personal financial information. Or you want to have some image editing done, but you are not a paid user. Do not resort to any image editing tool at all, like how we saw previously by using banana nano banana model in Google AI Studio. So user discretion is going to be more important. Good. So a quick reminder again: you got to be pretty much making sure that you are entering into Qwen by using an insignificant email ID. Okay. So Qwen has various models. Okay. When you would go and click on this drop down, you can find many models given here. Among these, Qwen 3 Max has the maximum potential. Okay, so it could perform any task literally. Qwen, as I'd already introduced, that it is a perfect competitor for ChatGPT, can be made to work in two major ways. One, it could be exclusively used to do search. Okay, but if you'd like to do research based document analysis, comparing document, amalgamating them, and doing some kind of processing, and doing some research work, to be very precise, you could enable thinking mode. But the thinking mode or thinking category of working is not enabled because I am there in the Qwen 3 model. You got to change a model. You got to go to Qwen 3 VL. If you choose this thinking is enabled. Okay, so whether it is thinking or whether it is search, you got to enable the right model. So let me choose Qwen 3 Max. Right, there are various options also. By this time, you yourself would have seen the difference. One major difference that anybody can effortlessly find out is the interface. It's very sleek and it's quite easy, and it makes me really it really helps me to grab the right category of task that I want to get done with. Okay, the first one that I want to do is image generation. Okay, so I can simply type few words. Let me tell you, Qwen is a little bit tolerant on the grammatical mistake part of it. Okay, it just grabs the gist or the core part of what you want to generate with, and it kind of is pretty much tolerant with grammatical mistakes. So I just type as need a grandma perplexed. All right, I just want to have a grandma's image generated who is perplexed, who is actually kind of deep thinking or little kind of worried, right, being perplexed. So I just type those phrases and then I would just press enter. Effortlessly, okay, it creates. But let me remind you, I have never given a context, an Indian elderly person, okay, or a Mexican person or a Chinese person. So this adds context on its own and then it generates. Okay, look at the grandma's hairline, the wrinkles on her faces. For example, I want the same grandma's face. I want the same grandma, but the context of the grandma should be as though she's riding a horse. So need this grandma to ride a horse. Okay, whatever English I'm comfortable with, I may be contextually correct but grammatically incorrect. I'm just typing enter. Okay, to understand the context from the prompt that I've entered. Excellent. Okay, same grammar. You could download the image and see, but the only thing is the context, the environment, the background, everything's changed. So hardly it took about what, 30 seconds. I'm still a free user. Okay, had it not been the case, had I not been logged on to Qwen and try to generate this image, if I were to go to any other tool, Okay, I may have to think about the proper intellectual property rights giving attribution, whether it is not okay for me to use this in a commercial deck of my company and other things. But here, once you generate it, you are free to use it. Okay, uh, so effortlessly these can be used on canvas also for designing any social media assets. So in the even you can pretty much generate AI images in Canva itself, but however it could be more useful, right? I can do that. So this is the first major use case scenario for Gwen. Let's go back, right? More, what else can it be quite useful with, right? uh, Conventionally, for any other tool, it could help us to do summarization, summary of text, right? So choose this category. Okay, I would go to model ops. All right, let me copy the whole history. Okay, I guess would run into some 20 lines. Summarize the following and give me 4 lines output. Okay, it took exactly 2 to 3 seconds. Okay, it has given me, right? I want to further reduce it. It's simply prompting. Okay, reduce it further. Okay, I did not mention how further, but it took a kind of guess, and it reduced further. That's it, right? It can summarize. So that many tools uh, do. Okay, so let's go back by I'm just pressing the back button. Okay, more. What else can I do? I would like to generate some code. Okay, what kind of code do I need to generate? Again, a prompt. Need one need and need a one page HTML5 website code. That's it. Okay, right? So one page HTML5 responsive code is getting generated real quick. One of the very appreciable features that I really enjoy working with Gwen is its ability to play around with my code. After generating the code, it gives me the context, right? What is it about and other things. The feature that I really love about this code generation is the ability to do the preview part of it. I click on preview, the code is exactly run here. Okay, I can see this. Okay, I am a computer science professor. I've got web technologies subject to handle, and I need to have a couple of examples created. Okay, I can copy this code and create one more model, but I want to edit this code. See, it's given as 2023 and your company. I want to make it quite relevant and for my company. So I click edit. I go to the code window. Okay, I want to edit the section. This should be 2025, and my company is Jubatus Infinite U. Okay, you can add registered trademark symbol also, trademark registration symbol, everything. We have HTML code for that, which you could do it if you prefer. Okay, you do that. Okay, then press save. Once done, close this, come back here, down, and choose, click on preview. Scroll it down all the way. See, okay, I need not go to a notepad, paste the code and then run it. The runtime environment is simulated right across. Earlier, not just me, many computer science professors would really be dependent pretty much on resources like W3C schools. Okay, that would have depth content that or code samples, code snippets that we could write. By being in Gwen, okay, it gives me the ability of generating images, like how Google AI Studio helps me with Nano Banana model. I can generate images. I can generate video also. There is a button, like how I could aggregate and I could do some document analysis. I can also do it with Gwen, right? And I could generate some code also. different codes, right? You may have to be having some proficiency in coding in different languages so that you will find more meaning of this particular feature. So Qwen is everything put together. The more one would use it, the more one can easily explore. Like I am also a novice to Qwen. I've been using Qwen for quite some time now, so I may not be an expert myself. And I would request you to explore more features of Qwen on your own. Well, friends, let's go back to NotebookLM and then see whether we have the video generated. Okay, as we opened uh, Google AI Studio, maybe it's still processing. Let's give it a try by refreshing the window. Okay, let me click on the video play. Got it. Okay, look at the title, Model Ops Chaos to Control. Okay, I can share it, this asset or artifacts in Gwen's language. This kind of resources are called as artifacts. Okay, or I can download it also, right? I can play here like a preview. Let me just play it here.
Have you ever wondered why so many promising AI projects seem to get stuck in the lab or just completely fail? Have you ever wondered why so many promising AI projects seem to get stuck in the lab or just completely fail out in the real world? Because it's about so much more than just getting a model out the door. Just the deployment gap, model.
Okay, so you can also download it, okay, and we could use it wherever you'd be requiring it. For example, I'm a professor. Will I be able to use it in the class? Am I allowed? Yeah, you pretty much are allowed. Let's say you are a content creator. If you end up asking me whether you could use it in your
Have you
YouTube
ever wondered
channel,
why so many promising
if you're a content creator, you may be wondering as to whether you are legally allowed to use this asset on your YouTube channel. Yes, you are. Whether you can edit it and partially use it, yes, you are allowed to do it. Let me download it and put emphasis on one important feature. Let me download it and emphasize on one. Let me download this. Okay,
Have you ever wondered why so many
I have downloaded the video overview that NotebookLM has generated for me. The title and the duration is all decided by NotebookLM. For many scenarios where the sources are more, the video explainer could be the explainer video could be going up to 8 minutes or 11 minutes. That's what I said. It could be anywhere between 5 to 12, at least from my own experience. Okay, okay, I am a professor. Am I allowed to use this in official presentations or conferences to give a demo to the audience? Yes, I am allowed. Let's say I am a content creator. I would like to use this explainer video in my YouTube channel. Am I allowed? Yes, you're allowed. But let us understand a responsibility. When we sign up and we consent to make use of any of the Google tools, right? We invariably accept that, or we give a consent to give attribution to Google's registered trademarks and tools. So this is the watermark, okay, or branding that Google Notebook LM has. We are not supposed to hide it or edit it. Okay, so in the initial screen, the first screen, it appears here, but as we would go, it'll appear somewhere on the top, on the bottom right.
promising AI model ops, the gap?
Okay,
It's the point
so
where all that incredible
you can pretty much make use of this explainer video for commercial purpose by including your company's logo, watermark, and other branding. But while doing so, ensure that this notebook LM watermarking or branding is not hidden, or it is not being deliberately or inadvertently uh, it is not being deliberately or inadvertently deleted, right? So don't do that. You can have your branding on this side. Okay, that's exactly what I have done on one of the presentation that I did on 5th of October 2025, 3 days back. Okay, there is an explainer video on operating systems. You can see
your computer. It's the big boss. Everything on your computer, your phone, you name it.
so in the initial screen, the branding is right there on the middle, top middle, but in the succeeding screens it is there on the bottom right. So I did not disturb it. I have used my company's registered trademark and also my other brands. Okay, it's the company's name and the brands. I have done the required branding. I have uploaded it onto my YouTube without disturbing the existing Google branding. So this is an inherent responsibility to actually be giving credit and attribution to the original source. Not just that, it's a healthy practice to actually mention whether a particular asset that is used anywhere on social media or otherwise, we need to give this as we need to give this, right? If this video is partially AI generated, we got to inform this audience. Okay. If the asset, if the particular resource has impartiality, if the asset or the video as AI produced imagery or clippings, we may have to inform the audience, which I had already done. So this video was uploaded, on 5th October 2025. Just I wanted this as a precursor when I would be doing this, detailed tutorial. That's why I uploaded it here, so you can find this. So you may have to do this every time you're doing it. Okay, friends. So far, what we discussed were the four tools. One, Google Notebook LM, which we realized that it is an AI research partner. And uh, friends, so long for about an hour or so, we have discussed four AI productivity tools that will make the lives of students, research scholars, professors, and managers very easy by enhancing the productivity. The first one that we discussed was Google Notebook LM, which is an AI research and thinking partner, which would be very helpful to combine heterogeneous knowledge source document so that a local repository is created, some grounded source is made available for you to fetch answers to your prompts. So all questions would almost be fetched answers from this aggregated source only, almost all of the time. Then you could create a mind map. You could have an audio overview which could be used as a podcast on the go. You can generate an explainer preview by being a student when you need to give a presentation. All you have to worry about just adding the relevant source. You have about 6 minutes explainer video ready, right? If your course work teacher or class teacher would permit, you can have this done officially presented as well. So it will be very helpful in this way for research scholars and also for somebody that prepares for competitive exams. You could actually try digger. You could actually dig deeper on a particular topic by combining YouTubes and all. You don't have to actually be manually switching between different types of knowledge sources. So in this way, Google Notebook LM would definitely be a research partner that is AI capable. The next tool that we discussed was Google AI Studio, where you could generate images by existing using existing models, or you could share screen. One of the most notable features is sharing screen and having a conversational AI, the exploring the power of conversational AI as we did it in this presentation. The third tool that we quickly discussed was Gamma AI, where based on one line of prompting you could generate slides or decks. The last tool that we discussed was Qwen, which is a perfect competitor for ChatGPT. But the great difference between Qwen and other tools are Qwen is like one-stop solution, offering the combined functionalities of many tools. You can generate image using simply prompts. In the existing image, you can change the context, and a new image would also be generated as how we got demonstrated, like how I demonstrated earlier today. Then I could summarize or do some document processing using Qwen. Then I can have some code also generated, flawless code generated in various technologies that I could do it. So Gwen does not just stop there after generating. Gwen is also used to generate code for various use cases, as I demonstrated. So friends, I'm pretty sure that this hands-on walkthrough would be very helpful for students, research scholars, professors, and managers. I'd be very happy if you have any query. I'd be very happy if you would, provide your feedback. So yeah, I'll be very happy if you would, provide your feedback. Uh, Friends, I'm sure the demonstration that we add on each of these four tools would be quite handy and helpful, and it will really enhance your productivity. If you have any comments or feedback, please provide by typing your comment. If you'd like to receive such useful videos, and if you like to receive such useful videos, you can please subscribe to this channel. Friends, I'm convinced, friends, I'm very sure that the I'm very sure that the walkthrough given for each of these AI tools would be very useful to you. In order to appreciate the time that you have spent, we from Jubadas Institute of Management and Technology, Gymtech, which is a registered brand of the private limited company Jubadas Experiential Education Technology Solutions OPC Private Limited. It is a company that is registered with Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India. It does have all the required credentials. So we would like to give a certificate for having completed this course. In order to earn the certificate, all you'll have to do is type AI productivity tools. You can suffix or prefix this. You can suffix or prefix these phrases with any of your feedback also. But ultimately, I need to see you are typing a comment. AI productivity tools. Once you do it, I will personally reach out to you with more information as to how you could avail the free certificate. Please do not provide your email ID directly on the comment. If you do so, your comment would be ignored. I repeat, please enter AI productivity tools in the comment to receive the certificate for to receive the certificate.
Friends, I hope this hands-on demonstration on the four productivity tools would be very much helpful to each of you. If you really enjoyed this video, please share the video, subscribe our channel so that you would not miss any of the latest videos. Thank you so much for your audience.